Alright guys, today's goal is learning how to divide polynomials, okay? So when you see something like this and there's no plus or minus on the bottom, the easiest thing to do is separate everything. Plus negative 12 a to the fourth, 4a to the third, plus 8a squared over 4a to the third. Because this is 4a squared, because 16 divided by 4 is 4, and a to the fifth divided by a to the third, a squared, because remember you subtract. And this is going to be minus 3a plus 2 over. Now, this is where I think it's nice, because see how you have a to the third on the bottom, a squared on top, so it's larger, so it's going to be 2 over a. Okay? Let's take a look at another example. Alright, so again, just separate it. Negative 7x to the third over negative 4x plus 12x to the fourth over negative 4x plus negative 4x over negative 4x. So here you get 7/4 x squared minus 3x to the third plus 1. Now you might have to rewrite this in standard form, so just to be safe, it's highest degree to lowest degree. I'm not sure, so you should always write them in standard form though. Let's take a look at some more. Alright, so here's another one. So you have 5x squared y over 2xy plus negative 8xy over 2xy plus 7xy squared over 2xy. So here you have 5 over 2. X is the only thing left. And this is actually going to be minus 4 plus 7 over 2, because the y's, so the x's are going to cancel here. The y is going to be on top. There we go. Let's take a look at another. Alright, so let's do a quick review of long division. Remember, 453 goes underneath, 2 goes outside. So you have, how many times does 2 go into 4? Twice. Subtract. You get 5. How many times does 2 go into 5? Twice. Subtract. How many times does 2 go into 13? 6. And so remember, this would be 226, remainder 1. We'll talk about what to do with remainder, but we're going to have to do this with polynomials. It's called long division, okay? So let's take a look. So it says use long division to divide the polynomials. Now, normally I wouldn't use long division, and we'll see when we learn synthetic y, because it's x to the first here, but let's just go over it to make sure. It's easier to start this way. So x minus 3 goes outside, and then here's the thing. I have x squared, I have x to the first, I have constant. Okay, you have to make sure you have all of that. So now this is where it can get a little tricky. So let's look at this. You say, how many times does x go into x squared? Well, you got to multiply it by x. So you put down the x, line it up over here. So you get x squared minus 3x. Subtract. Now here are where the common mistakes are made. X squared minus x squared is 0. Negative 8 minus negative 3. Okay, you got to go negative 8 minus the negative 3. So this would be negative 8 plus 3. So it's negative 5x. Bring down the 15. Cross this off. And then you say, what do you have to multiply x by to have it equal negative 5x? Negative 5. Anytime you multiply by a constant, that's the last time. Everything else is the remainder. Distribute. So you get negative 5x plus 15. Subtract. You get 0. So the answer to this is x minus 5. Okay, let's take a look at some more. Here, this might be another way that I would do the long division because it's 2t instead of just 1, but we can show both ways here when we get to the future. So again, remember, the 2t minus 3 goes outside. Now watch how I write this. You have to go in order of highest degree to lowest, so it's 2, 1, 0, and all three are there. Okay? So, now you have to ask, what do you have to multiply 2t by to equal 6t squared? Well, 3t. And see how I'm lining it up over the matching degrees? Because that lets you know how many, at most, how many stages you have left to multiply. So you have to distribute that 3t. So you get 6t squared minus 9t. Subtract. 6 minus 6 is 0. Negative 17 minus negative 9. So that's negative 17 plus 9. So that's going to be negative 8t. Bring down the 12. Get rid of the 3t, and you say, what do I have to multiply 2t by to equal negative 8t? Well, negative 4. Distribute the negative 4, you get negative 8t plus 12t. Subtract, you get 0. So the answer, 3t minus 4. Okay? So let's take a look at some more examples. Okay, so it's the same thing here. So this one goes outside, this one goes underneath, but watch. So I had the x plus 4. Now, don't copy this part down, okay? So don't copy this part down. Just wait and watch. What do you multiply x by to have it equal x squared? X. So if I distribute that, I get x squared plus 4x. Subtract. X squared minus x squared is 0, but 16 minus 4x, you can't. See how that you don't have anything with x to the first in here? So what we need to do, we need to write this like x squared plus 0x plus 16. Okay? If it's not there, you got to fill it in, because now watch. X squared plus 4x, subtract. So you get 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 minus 4, negative 4x. Bring down the 16. So now you say, what do you have to multiply x by to equal negative 4x? Negative 4. Distribute the negative 4. You get negative 4x minus 16. Add. Now this time they're 32, because negative 4 minus negative 4 is 0, because that changes to negative 4 plus 4. But this is 16 minus negative 16, so it changes to 16 plus 16, 32. So how do we write this? You go x minus 4 plus 32. What were we dividing by? X plus 4. That is the remainder, okay? Let's take a look at some more. Alright, so here's the tough one. See how we have to the 5th power, to the 4th power, to the 3rd power, but we don't have to the 2nd power, to the 1st power? So watch how I write up what's going to go underneath here. 8x to the 5th plus 6x to the 4th minus x to the 3rd plus 0x squared plus 0x plus 1. And if I look down here, see how you have x to the 3rd, x squared, but no x? So watch. Outside it's got to go 2x to the 3rd minus x squared plus 0x minus 3. So now you have to ask, what do you multiply 2x to the 3rd by to equal 8x to the 5th? 4x squared. So I'm going to line it up over the 0x squared. So that lets me know I have at most 2 more. So multiply it out. You get 8x to the 5th minus 4x to the 3rd, or to the 4th, minus 12x to the 3rd. Nope. Then we gotta go here. It's plus 0x to the third, because 4 times 0 is 0. And 4x squared times negative 3, negative 12x squared. Subtract. 8 minus 8 is 0. 6 minus negative 4 is 10x to the fourth. Negative x minus nothing, still negative x to the third. 0 minus negative 12 is positive 12x squared. Okay? Bring down that 0x, just the 0x. So you cross this off. What do you have to multiply 2x to the third by to equal 10x to the fourth? 5x. So you distribute 5x times 2x to the third, 10x to the fourth. 5x times negative x squared, negative 5x to the third. 5x times 0x, 0x squared. 5x times negative 3, negative 15x. Subtract. So you get 0, negative 1 minus negative 5, positive 4. 12 minus 0, 12. 0 minus negative 15, positive 15. Bring down that plus 1. And then you have to say, what do I multiply 2x to the third by to equal 4x to the third? 2. So distribute the 2, you get 4x to the third minus 2x squared plus 0x minus 6. 4 minus 4 is 0. 12 minus negative 2, 14. 15 minus 0, 15. 1 minus negative 6, 7. Okay, so final answer. This is going to be, so see how we have the 4x squared plus 5x plus 2? Bring that down over here. 4x squared plus 5x plus 2 plus. Now we got to look over here. Bring all this over. So it's 14x squared plus 5 of 15x plus 7. So again, we're going to take the remainder, and bring it over. So you have 14x squared plus 15x plus 7. Yep. What were we dividing by originally? 2x to the third minus x squared minus 3. So there we go. Okay? Let's take a look at some synthetic division now. Alright, these are way faster. So first thing you do, take the denominator, x, see how it's 1x? This is when you use it. Set it equal to 0, solve. Then see how the degree of the function is 2. So you go 2, 1, 0. How many second degrees, how many x squares do I have? I have 1. How many x's? 1. How many constants? Negative 6. Now you bring this 2 outside and down. If you need to, cross this off now. And what you do is bring down the first, and you multiply. 1 times 2. Add. 3 times 2. 6, add. So now, see how it started as x squared? Well, x squared divided by x, this is what synthetic division does, and this is why it works, only when you have x to the first, or 1, yeah, it's because you get x. Okay? So it always just decreases the degree by 1. See how it's 2? Well, the degree down here is going to be 1, so this is x plus 3. Okay? So the final answer, x plus 3. Let's take a look at some more synthetic. Alright, remember, first thing, take this, take what you're dividing by, set it equal to 0, and solve. Step 2, look at the degree, it's 3, so that means we need third degree, second degree, first degree, constant. We have 5, negative 6, we don't have any. Now we have 8. Bring the 4 down, bring the first number down. Like again, cross this off to make it better. And 20 add 14. 14 times 4, 56. 56 times 4, 224, plus the 8, 232. So again, see how it's a third degree to start with? That means this is going to be squared, or second degree. So you have 5x squared plus 14x plus 56. Now this is the remainder, so you go plus 232 divided by x minus 4. Okay, let's take a look at another.